Good morning students, how are you all? So today in this video I will be teaching you how to work out with chemical equations. Now what are chemical equations? Chemical equations are the chemical representations of the chemical reactions. Okay, so let us see one chemical reaction here. In the beginning we have hydrogen plus oxygen. It reacts together to form water. Now the elements that are on the left hand side are always known as reactants because they react together to form a new product, that is the water, which is on the right hand side. Now how are we going to balance this equation? Okay, let us see. What do we have on the left hand side? We have hydrogen and oxygen. How many hydrogen are there? 2. How many oxygen are there? 2. Yes? Okay, great. Now in the right hand side you need to check out how many hydrogen are there. 2. Great. And how many oxygen is there? 1. Now is the right hand side and the left hand side in case of oxygen balanced? No, it is not balanced. So how are we going to balance this? You cannot put a 2. You cannot reduce this part in the right hand side. You have to always increase on the left, means no matter whichever side it is, be it left hand side or right hand side, you need to increase the value. You cannot decrease the value. So what we will do, we will replace this 1 by 2. How are we going to do that? We cannot put a 2 here. That is completely wrong. So what are we going to do? We need to put a 2 in front. Okay, so when we are going to put a 2 in front, then this 2 is applicable both for hydrogen as well as for oxygen. Okay, so oxygen becomes 2 on left hand side as well as right hand side, but here for hydrogen it becomes 4 on the right hand side. So how are we going to balance in the left hand side? We need to put a 2 again here also. Yes, so now on the left hand side we have hydrogen 4, right hand side also 4. Similarly on the left hand side we have oxygen 2 and hydrogen 2. So your new balanced equation will be 2H2 plus O2 is equal to 2H2O. This is how we balance an equation. Let us see one more example so that you can understand it better. We have Cu plus O2 produces CuO. So this is the, on the left hand side is the reactant, on the right hand side this is the product. So how are we going to balance this? Let us write left hand side and right hand side. Okay, so on both the sides we have copper and oxygen. Okay, this side left hand side copper is 1, here also 1. On right hand side oxygen is 1, but on left hand side oxygen is 2. So it is clearly seen that it is not balanced here. So how are we going to do this? What we have to do is that we need to replace this. Alright, because I have already told you in the previous example, আমি ডাঙৰটো সৰু কৰিব নোৱাৰো কিন্তু সৰুটো আমি ডাঙৰ কৰিব পাৰিম. So we are going to replace this by 2. When we are going to replace this by 2, we need to place a 2 in front. Yes, okay, so this 2 is applicable both for copper as well as for oxygen, right? Okay, great. Now oxygen becomes 2 on both sides, but copper also becomes 2 on the left hand side because right hand side already you have 2 in front of copper, so you need to place a 2 here also. So you need to place a 2 here if we want to balance both the side. So now right hand side copper is 2 and left hand side also copper is 2. So your new balanced equation will be something like this: 2Cu plus O2 produces 2CuO. I hope all of you have understood this. Please go through the video multiple times so that you may not have any doubt, and in case of any problem do reach out to me. Thank you.